Hey, Pastor Josh here. We're reading Mark chapter 11, verses 12 through 14. Very short reading today, and really sets us up for what is about to happen in the next few readings. And so, on the following day, remember Jesus has just come into Jerusalem, and he has left Jerusalem and he's staying up in Bethany, and he is coming from Bethany. So on the following day, and going back to Jerusalem. So on the following day, when they came from Bethany, he was hungry. So Jesus was hungry, very normal experience, and seeing in the distance a fig tree in leaf, he went to see if he could find anything on it. So he was hungry. He saw this fig tree, and he went to the fig tree to see if he could find any figs that he could eat. And when he came to it, he found nothing but leaves. He found no figs. But why did he find no figs? Because it was not the season for figs. And he said to it, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And his disciples heard it. Now, what is going to end up happening is that Jesus is then going to go into Jerusalem, and he's going to see some terrible things happening in the temple. He is going to then cleanse the temple. And then they're going to come back to this fig tree, and then they're going to see that this fig tree has withered and has died. And so Jesus has cursed this fig tree. And this is a symbol, if you will. It is an example of what is going to happen to Jerusalem, how Jerusalem has rejected Jesus as the Messiah. Now, Jesus just came into Jerusalem and was accepted as Messiah. Everybody was saying, Hosanna, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. But we know that by the end of the week, by Friday, he is going to be crucified. And so there's a great change that happens after Jesus dies and rises from the dead. In fact, Jerusalem will be destroyed in 70 A.D. In several years later, and the Jews would then be dispersed throughout the land. And so, right here, this fig tree is supposed to be representing the Israeli people, the Jewish people, in their relationship to Jesus. He came to the fig tree to get figs. It wasn't the season for figs. And then he curses the tree and says, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." He comes to Jerusalem. They reject him. They kill him on the cross. And then God's working and his plan greatly changes. The church then comes out of all of this after Jesus dies and rises from the dead. And again, we'll look at this in more detail in the readings to come. So pray that has been a blessing to you. Just make sure, I think something that we can take away from that is we want to make sure that we are presenting ourselves to the Lord as somebody to be used, as a servant to him. So when the Lord comes to us seeking to look for figs, if you will, seeking to find a servant that is willing to work in the kingdom of God, may he find somebody that is willing and ready to work. And I will see you all in the next video.